I'm ready for Halloween, and look what's arrived. Our Hello Fresh box.
Oh, yeah, we love HelloFresh.
We do love Hello Fresh. It's just a little box of delightfulness.
Yes, we love it because ordering is really easy, the app is very efficient, and you can customise each box.
It's just one of those when it arrives, you just know you've not got to worry about your meals for a week. It's just there.
It's very good.
It's simple. Right, dare I say it?
Yes.
It's a bit fun as well.
It's fun.
It's
yes,
fun.
I would say it's fun.
It's fun because you think, I've never had this before. I don't know what wheat rice is. What's it called?
Bulgur wheat.
Bulgur wheat. Yeah, I'm well into that. What's it called?
I can't now say it.
Bulgur wheat.
Bulgur wheat.
I've been having bulgur wheat because of this.
It's not bulgur. You're putting an extra L in it.
What's it called?
Bulgur wheat.
Bulgur wheat. I've been having that with meatballs. It's class.
There's calorie smart, quick cook, and vegetarian options.
And don't forget, 44 different options every week.
That's very good.
It's a lot of meals.
So go on, tell us what you're having this
Do you want me
week.
to tell you? So this week I am having a sweet potato, a satay curry.
Sweet potato.
There you go. Lovely. You don't have to get the ingredients
No,
out.
I'm going to because
No, I don't want you mucky bits on them.
I want to touch your spuds.
Okay. Mexican style pork nacho rapidos.
Rapidos?
I've had these before. They're really good. And
Okay.
the nachos are lovely.
Lovely. I can't find your pork.
And this one, the sour cream's dead nice. Stop. Put me box down, will you? I'm trying to tell you through them. What else? Yeah, that one's quite low calories, if I remember. It's really good.
Merci.
The sour cream's dead nice. Super quick Thai green style chicken curry.
Okay, say it quickly.
Super quick Thai green style chicken curry.
Lovely.
This has got jasmine rice in as well, so it's really
I
nice.
was at school with her.
Yeah. Very good. Nick my joke. And this, look how easy this is to make. Just 4 quick steps.
Oh, this one's only 6.
Thing is as well,
Yes.
good little leftovers.
Oh,
Good little leftovers as well. What else in there? Yeah, so that's what I've got this week.
marvellous.
Can you put my spuds back in there,
You're
please?
sorted for the week.
Yeah.
And of course, you know this, you can choose when you want your box delivered. And if you've got no time to shop for the groceries, then it comes straight to your front door. Yeah, it's very good.
To help you discover the delicious possibilities with HelloFresh, we've got an exclusive VIG&DIVA offer just for you.
For a limited time, you can get 60% off your first box and then 25% off for the next 2 months and free desserts for life.
And the goo desserts as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
you like those, don't
I
you?
do like a goo
Particularly
dessert.
the pot afterwards.
The pot's coming very handy.
Mm,
Yep, and the zillionaire one.
delicious.
Delicious.
Visit hellofresh.co.uk/sexted4FL. It's on the screen now, so use our code SEXTED4FL at the checkout.
Or you can scan the QR code that's on the screen right now to get the special offer.
They see me rolling. They hating. Gonna see me driving dirty. Isn't that the song? Have I got the lyrics right? I never get lyrics right.
See me rolling.
No, don't ruin it. I've been busy with a lady in waiting.
And I've been busy at the Attitude Awards.
If anyone's got attitude, it's Jordan. We're disagreeing more than usual with your dilemmas.
And we've got a role play about a sticky situation.
Hear all that and more on today's episode of Help, I Sexted My Boss.
Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to everyday dilemmas. Like, why is the Christmas food aisle already out in mid-October?
Mid-October, it's quite late. Normally out in August in some shops.
What's the best destination to get some winter sun?
Oh, Skegness.
Yes, my annual trip to Skegness is coming up
Lovely.
very soon.
Mm.
And, I need to order them linen trousers, actually. And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss, but you're not usually agony ants, are we, William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert?
No, we are not Jordan North, radio presenter. I'm more avocado smash, you're more corned beef hash.
Ooh.
And suggested by our very own Vizzy Izzy.
Hey, Vizzy Izzy.
Going for promotion. Excellent. Well done, you.
There you go, Vizzy Izzy, or in-house Gen Z.
Yes.
Just to let Vizzy Izzy know that skinny jeans are back in, apparently.
She's not in skinny jeans.
No, I'm just saying. I read in the Sunday Times Style magazine this weekend that
I'm not sure Sunday Times Style is speaking to Gen Z.
skinny jeans are back in.
Okay.
They are. No better look than skinny jeans and a pair of Converse and a Ted Baker t-shirt.
How very 2014.
Or a Ted Baker t-shirt that says bed taker.
Says what?
Do you remember those Ted Baker t-shirts that old lads wore about 10 years ago? Do you remember? That? 20 years ago. 20 years ago, was it? Oh, God,
And
am
it
I
said
that old?
what?
So it used to be Ted Baker
Yeah.
in big writing.
Yeah.
Now it says Bed Taker.
Right. Is this about overcrowding in the NHS? What's all that about?
Oh, that's very good.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Anyway,
Have I got news for you?
Did you ever wear skinny jeans?
Did I ever wear skinny jeans?
No, I don't think.
No, actually, yes, I did. When I in 2015, when I went on my last massive health kick, and I got even slimmer than I am now, I was able to fit into a pair of skinny jeans because they were sort of just about still in. There is probably a photograph. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah.
There's a nice photo. The one I'm hugging Mikey. We weren't even together, but I'm hugging Mikey outside Australasia in Manchester.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. And I look at it now and I go, I don't look terrible, but I don't think skinny jeans suit me.
I don't. I'm a slim fit kind of guy now.
Straight. That's my fit for jeans. I know. They go, what size? What fit are you? Straight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Say nothing.
Yeah.
Should we? Well, I say, should we have a drink?
I used to wear my mum's skinny jeans. We used to share.
That's weird.
I did. She went mad at me when I went out in Preston in skinny jeans. She was pissed off because she wanted to go out in them as well in Preston. She had to go at me in spoons anyway in front of my mates.
Right. We're going to have a drink, but it's not the usual gin and debonnaire. We are going to try something a little different after our VG&DIVA Zoe got in touch to tell us about a debonnaire-based cocktail she discovered called the Twisted Bentley.
Okay.
The cocktail is made with brandy, debonnaire, and bitters. And since we now have all of the ingredients, we thought we'd give it a go. We need the debonnaire, however.
Got the agnostic bitters.
Isn't it?
What are they called?
Angostura bitters.
It's brandy. Brandy does.
This is going to be alcohol, and alcohol.
Brandy is my hermaphrodite.
You're what?
My aphrodisiac.
Sorry. Whilst you're trying to do that, I'm watching Ben, who is trying to do that thing where you rip the entire top off and failing miserably.
Messed that up, Ben. There you go. Thank you.
Bless you.
Cheers.
Do you want to make it?
Brandy makes you randy. Have you not? Oh, have you not heard that before?
No.
Right. So how do we do this?
So it's equal parts brandy and debonnaire.
Oh God, I've got to go back to global after this. I've got recording. Oof.
That's the
brandy.
What have we got?
I'll tell you about that brandy I opened when my grandma and her boyfriend Nigel came to stay.
Mm-hmm.
He went, "Have you got any brandy, George?" I was like, "I don't think so. I don't really drink brandy." And I went, "Hang on." I look in cupboard, and the previous owner had left some. I went, "Oh yeah, right at back there, a bottle of brandy." And then I opened it, and I had a sip. He went, "Oh, it's really good, that. It's right good. It's right good." I went, yeah. And then he Googled it. It's worth about 300 quid. I know.
Yeah, brandy's not. This is a Courvoisier very special. That's what VS stands for. I'm not making that up. It sounds like I am. But
Brandy's French, yeah?
Cognac is, yeah. You can. I think brandy can be from different places.
Imagine being on holiday.
So equal parts brandy, debonnaire, and 2 dashes of bitters.
Where's the...
1, 2, there you go.
Be careful because bitter is really bitter.
1. Come on, 2.
Yeah. And then have we got a...
Do we do ice with it? I don't know. Do you do ice with brandy?
I suppose you don't usually do ice with brandy.
Well, let's taste it without.
Okay. So what's this called?
This is a Twisted Bentley. And we'll toast VG&DIVA Zoe, who suggested this.
Zoe.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, spank my house and call me Napoleon. That is strong.
Not again.
Oh.
I mean, gin and debonnaire is pretty strong. Can we have some ice, actually?
That's got a kick, baby. I really like that.
Thank you.
I really like that.
I am going to have some ice just to...
That's going to be my new weekend drink. That's a very autumn drink, that.
Autumnal.
Just give it a stir, because you need to get...
This might inadvertently end up being the pissed episode. Don't stir it with your biro. Put your bick away. That's the biggest bick I've seen all day.
I love a twisted Bentley. To Zoe.
Zoe.
Is that who it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, good luck, everybody.
That's a great drink. I think I prefer that to gin and debonnaire.
Well, do you know, talking about the debonnaire cocktails, I did the Moon Underwater podcast recently, which you've done a few years ago. And yes, they did some gin and debonnaire cocktails. Well, not gin, debonnaire cocktails. There was one debonnaire and beer. I point blank refused. But some of the other ones were quite nice.
Oh, so they found one. This is my new thing.
But this is very strong.
This is great. I can't.
It's going to be good.
Okay.
Jordan, very carefully, let's talk about it. We talked about the Easter egg last week, but behind you, if you look behind you,
Yes.
you'll see me, and also you.
Yes.
Do you want to go and grab that, and we'll finally talk about it?
So we have some very, very exciting news for you.
Yes, do that again on mic.
We have some very, very exciting news. We have a brand new Help I Sexted My Boss, the official party game, out now.
I mean, this is quite extraordinary.
Look at this. It's a party game, right? And it's so fun. We've really worked quite hard on this with all the questions and stuff. And it's, if you listen to the podcast and you love us, I think you're going to absolutely love this.
It's 6 games in
I'm
one.
so proud of this.
Are
Out of
you?
Everything we've done, this is up there with Palladium for me.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's such a good game.
It is. It's a very fun game, and it's available now. And if you want to play with us this Christmas, then you can.
It's
as it says on the box, the sophisticated game for unsophisticated people. And as I said to some of my family, that's you all over.
Sorry, there's it includes 5 hilarious mini games. So you've got clinking is common.
Yep.
So I'll give you an example. It's
okay.
Most tattoos are really ugly. Agree or disagree? And I don't want to give too much away because it is really easy to play. And there's a video explained online. Etiquette.
Yes.
How many rounds are fired in a standard gun salute? Fucking hell, William, it's Christmas.
20. 21.
Jeez, how did that one get in? I didn't know that. I thought we...
there are whiteboards. So for etiquetteology, everyone has to write down their answer on the branded whiteboard.
Jordan's impression.
Yes.
So it says, Jon Snow, Game of Thrones.
And you then have to do an impression.
Hey, oh, God, I have not seen it for a while. You bastard! That's my Jon Snow impression of Game of Thrones.
It's brilliant. Hopefully you're better at that.
No, what is it? You know nothing. Oh, it's been that long. What is it? The White Walkers are coming. The White Walkers are amongst us. You better get ready, you bastards. There's Basil Brush.
Go on.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. There you go. And then there's another one called Dilemmas.
We should just say there are more than these cards. There are lots of cards in each.
My life was so much better when I tried... ...
And then you have to fill in the blank.
Okay. And then there's Mother's Shoebox.
Yes.
Okay. And
that's where the reader describes the keyword, but they can't say the keyword on the card.
So this is...
And everyone's got to guess.
Green. And there's 3 words you can't say. Did you just say that?
We can't say any of those 4 words on the card.
Yeah. So this is green. You have it on a burger. It's also the name of a building in London.
Oh, Gherkin.
Very good.
That was quite easy.
Yeah.
I like
You've still not taken me up the shard yet.
No, well, you only have to ask.
I'm so chuffed for this.
Can I say what you're trying to do is which I think is great, and thank you to our friends at Lucky Egg for doing this. You are competing to make your own gin and debonnaire.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see, as you know, I mean, you will know by now if you've listened to this podcast for longer than 5 minutes, you need citrus, 2 bits of debonnaire, 1 of gin and ice. And so when you win, you take a token from your bag, and it's the person that gets the perfect recipe for a gin and debonnaire wins. And they're all labelled individually. It's great fun. Out now, sextedmyboss.com if you want all the information.
Oh, I'm so proud of that.
Bless you.
How's your week been?
Yes, absolutely fine. Just want to get in with a correction pretty quickly.
Oh, another one.
Well,
hell.
No, I say correction.
You're going to have to stop calling yourself an expert if this carries on.
Excuse me?
It's like me calling myself a radio DJ and not being able to say work on radio.
Yes.
Michael Gove was right. We're fed up with experts.
So I was right. You know, you were talking about your collagen because you're getting your creases on your nose.
Yeah.
And I said, I think they're called labial folds. And the gallery started sort of falling about laughing because I had inadvertently called your face a vagina. The correct word is nasolabial fold. So I was actually basically right. And lots of people had slid into my DMs, commented on social media to say I was actually right.
Oh, okay.
But naso, meaning, of the face,
still on
of the nose
collagen.
Region. Still on your collagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't kicked in yet, has it?
I'm like an old woman at night, putting all my lotions and potions.
Do you have a little pill box Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
No, because I'm not a pensioner.
No, but I used to have one. Our friend Carissa gave me one as a hostess gift once.
Oh.
I've still got it.
I've seen Carissa for years.
No, I know. I still think of her every time I swallow.
So that's your correction. What else?
Well, how you were, at the time of recording, the night before, you were at the Attitude Awards.
Yeah, why weren't you there again? Because also, I'm sick of this. Everyone's all people ask me about now is you. So everyone all night was going, how's William? Is he there?
Well,
I
that's
love your
nice.
podcast. It's like, oh, thank you. But why weren't you there again? I forgot.
I was on stage in Cheltenham with Lady Glenconner, former lady-in-waiting to Princess Margaret. It's hard to decide who had the camper evening.
How was it?
Yes, it was really good, actually. You got mentioned. And look, if it's any concern...
Lady Glenconner mentioned me.
No, I mentioned you to Lady Glenconner.
because I've listened to both of her books. I do a really good impression of her.
Go
then
on.
we went to Mustique.
That's just my mother.
No, because she's a
Or
bit more
Cat.
breathy. I'm not going to do an impression of Lady Glenconner out of respect. She's
Okay.
had a hard life, that woman.
She has had a hard life. Yes.
I mean, most of it in mansions, but still.
Yeah.
He were wrong.
He was not great, was he?
Yeah. What record, Lord?
Colin Tennant, yeah. Lord Glenconner.
I want to go to Mustique.
Yes, it's very nice.
Have you been?
Yes.
Have you been to Mustique?
I went for the Daily Mail.
Oh, her husband, back in the day, I think the 60s, 70s,
Started an island.
bought Mustique and turned it into this big luxury area. Anyway, so you was with her.
I was with her.
She's a fabulous lady.
Yes. So you, in fact, actually, Rhiannon, our G&Diva who was there, a couple of G&Divas there, actually, but sent me this photograph, which coincidentally, because there was a big screen above us that was sort of filming us and doing auto-generated subtitles, she took this photograph at the point that I was talking about you, because there were questions from the audience, and somebody asked a question that was about the podcast. So I thought, well, so Lady Glenconner feels included, I'll just explain the podcast. A lot of people noted that I did not tell Lady Glenconner the title of our podcast. I decided I did not need to go down that rabbit hole. But I sort of said to her, I said, well, I do this podcast, Lady Glenconner, with my friend Jordan. And if you imagine me and then imagine the opposite, that's Jordan. He's from the north. And she went, ugh.
Oh, did she actually? I bet that got a laugh.
In a comedy way.
Is that Fiona Bruce?
No, it's Rebecca Jones,
Oh, sorry, Rebecca.
former BBC Arts correspondent.
Yeah. The Times Radio Cheltenham Literature Festival.
Yes, it was great fun.
Was your brother there?
He was. Yes, he was
okay.
reporting for Times Radio. There was only one part of the talk that Lady Glenconner and I did where I wanted to body slam her to the ground. And that was when and I've said this to her afterwards. I was doing a story about, I've told it on this podcast at the time that the Duke of Edinburgh died, but where I nearly dropped a knife on the Duke of Edinburgh's head. And I was queued up to do that story by Rebecca. And I said, back in 2011, I was serving lunch to the now Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, which is how we refer to them. Indeed, only last week on this podcast, I did a whole thing about how you address the late Queen. It's in the book as well. And she went, no, etiquette. You've made an etiquette mistake. She's the Queen. It's like, no, the Queen.
Did you
is Camilla.
argue with...
No, and that's the thing, I did not. Because difference between manners and etiquette, I mean, arguably I wouldn't have, if she had made a mistake, pulled her up on it in public, but I thought I can't now counteract this. Even though I know I am right, I just need to sort of suck it up. I played it for laughs and did a start the car thing, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, a few people afterwards said, well, I knew you were right because you said it on the podcast last week. I was like, yes, I know. But I did. I was quite cross at that point.
She annoyed you a bit?
She did, but we made friends afterwards, and she realises the error of her ways. And
Did you correct her? Did she admit she was wrong afterwards?
she didn't admit she was wrong, but we had a lovely. She is great. She has lived a life, as you have said. There was a lovely bit which I'm desperately trying to find the video where right at the end we were trying to wrap up. She was talking about when she was a debutante, sort of in the 50s, and you sort of curtsied to the king and queen, blah, blah, blah.
Debutante? Is that why they try and pair you up with someone else?
Yeah, marriage market, basically. And she said, back when I was
like, for those of you watching, it was like My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, but royal posh people. Bring that back,
but
by the way.
opposite.
That was proper good telly, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she was talking...
I'm not going to do an impression.
But she was talking about, when she came out, and it was too good an opportunity to miss. So I just turned to her and went, I came out as well, Lady Glenconner. Anyway, and we sort of held hands, she laughed, the audience liked it, and she said, oh, yes, but the trouble is, because after the war, there weren't very many men about for me. And I said, no, I know. Same experience. Anyway, brought the house down. And then she went, oh, yeah, I did think when we met, I did wonder. I had a bit of an inkling about you. I said, a bit of an inkling? That's very kind. So it's good. People are talking about us. There was already rumours that we could be the next Ant and Dec.
Let's start a pissing podcast with her, why don't you?
It was suggested by quite a few people.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That could be good, actually.
It could be, yeah. But no, it's all right. I know where my basket, I know where my...
Loyalty's like, you've been with that floozy Jonathan Vernon Smith for the past 4 years. Don't wind me up.
3.
3.
I know which side my bread is buttered.
I know. Anyway.
One last thing on the Cheltenham Literature Festival, which was quite fun. The event before Lady Glenconner and me, How Camp Can You Get? In conversation with Julian Clary.
Did you meet him?
No, well, I have met him, but I'll come back to that. But anyway, so I had asked, can I watch it and sit in at the back and whatever. And the organizer said, oh yes, okay, let me show you through. So we sort of go to the venue, the town hall, and we're in sort of the sort of stage door, as it were. And she says to the security guard, and God bless her, she was so lovely lady called Pip. And she says, with no sense of irony or comedy, she says to the security guard, oh, do you mind? I've just got someone who's trying to squeeze into the back of Julian Clary. And I said, Julian would love that. And she sort of thought and went, oh, and she got very Cheltenham. And, she went, and had a bit of a reaction. And I did then squeeze into the back of Julian Clary.
That's a great guy.
Yes, I know. It's nice.
That.
Exactly.
You didn't get a chance to meet him backstage?
There were 2 moments where Julian and I were as close as we were, but the second one where I could have talk. I had just sat down to meet Lady Glenconner for the first time, and she was in the middle of telling me a story about Dame Vera Lynn. And it wasn't the opportunity to move.
Did you know Dame Vera Lynn?
Yes. In fact, I told this story on stage, but so I've contributed to her next book, which is out next month, The Picnic Papers, and it's a reissue of a book she did in the 80s.
Yes.
And when she asked me to do it, I thought I will see if I can find the original so I can kind of see the tone of what she wants me to write. And there's one copy on eBay. I bought it. It arrives and it's got Anne has written in it to Vera. But of course, it's just Anne Vera, so I didn't necessarily know who it was. But at the back of the book is a certificate of authenticity. It's a book that has been sold by Dame Vera Lynn's estate. And it says this book was given to Dame Vera Lynn. It's Vera Lynn's daughter that signed it. So I have the copy that Anne gave Dame Vera Lynn.
This just reminded me, I got really pissed on my own last weekend and watched that Queen's speech from COVID.
Oh, We'll Meet Again.
Yeah.
It's very emotional.
Do you ever watch really emotional? Does anyone else? What?
Why did you watch it?
I've just completely remembered.
I remember watching it at the time and crying.
I'd been on night out and got pissed. I don't whiskey. I don't iPad. On YouTube. I just started watching. Yeah, I just started thinking about the Queen. So I started watching videos.
You mean Queen Elizabeth?
It really made me cry.
The one that makes me cry.
Out on Scotch, just watching.
Watch.
Till we meet again.
Watch The End of the Crown. That always gets me.
No, I thought that was a bit naff.
No, I was in floods of tears.
Making me cry thinking about it. Bless.
I'm reading.
Oh, I've got a good book for you. A recommendation. Oh, you'll love it, William.
You sounded just like your mother there.
Oh,
you'll love it, William.
I've got a missed call from Chris Miles. Radio fans. It's called A Voyage Around the Queen.
Craig Brown, read it last month.
Oh, for God's sake. It's so good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
He did that Princess Margaret book. In fact, he did the Princess Margaret book that Anne Glenconner, my new BFF, bar 5 minutes.
You're like that woman off Little Britain. Molly Thugden. I went to Molly Thugden's wedding. Oh, what are you on about Molly Thugden?
Craig Brown published Ma'am Darling, and she was so annoyed at how it portrayed Princess Margaret, she then was inspired to write Lady in Waiting, which then obviously was a hugely international best-selling book.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But the Queen one is very good. But no, it was really lovely. So whilst I was doing that, you were on a different stage.
I was at the Attitude Awards.
In your low-cut top.
Yeah, so I was there, and everyone was asking after you, and I forgot. I was like, well, he can't be awake, so I'm doing a podcast with him tomorrow. And I had to give, I don't know how this happened. I genuinely think someone pulled out, so they just needed someone last minute.
Pulled out of?
Giving out an award.
Right.
So I had to give an award.
What award are you giving?
I was giving the Ally Award.
The Ally Award?
Right, to a living legend who's like performed in front of presidents and stuff, Kathy Sledge off of Sister Sledge. We are family, yeah?
We definitely are.
I had this beautiful speech, yeah.
That you were doing?
Yeah, it was on auto cue.
Oh, right.
Well, first of all, I absolutely screwed it up.
Oh, no.
Right. I'm going to read you the speech. And it's the worst bit. And poor Kathy, this was her moment. And dickhead here got it completely wrong. So you
didn't call her Kathy Burke or something,
no,
did you?
No, it was worse. I offended the whole community and room because the dyslexia kicked in. And I was worried about it anyway because I can say it, but reading it.
Mm.
So it was Tonight, I'm here to present the Ally Award, and this year we're celebrating a woman whose music has been the heartbeat of unity, empowerment, and pure joy for 6 decades. He goes on, blah, 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 blah. The 3 sisters who gave us the queer anthem, We Are Family, blah, 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 blah. And this is where I messed up, right? From the legendary days of Studio 54, where, and this is what I said, where the LBTGQ plus CX community got lost in music.
Right.
Yeah, it's meant to be LGBTQ plus. I said LBTG4XYZ.
You made it sound like a sandwich.
It was, and I completely messed it up. Then I started panicking. I tried to make a joke of it, and then it was awful. Paul Sinner's there, staring at me like, "Shut up and get on with it." I don't just go out with chasers. He were hosting.
Oh right.
Yeah, Paul Sinner off the Chase.
I don't know.
Because you've got a job. That's right. Yeah. So I completely, but it was a good night, and loads of people are asking. Everywhere I go now, people don't even.
Well,
they don't even ask how I am. I had a meeting with my boss the other day.
Yeah.
I got half hour with him every other Tuesday. Oh, he talked about for 20 minutes with you.
Well, that's fine. Say hello. Well, that's because we're fellow evacuees. We shared trauma together. So, we've got a bond. I got a text from my mother on Tuesday just randomly going, Jordan and his Top Gun thing this morning really made me laugh.
Oh, was she listening?
Yes.
She listens to Capital.
Yes.
Oh, it was really good, that Top Gun thing.
Good. Well, she likes it. But if it's any consolation, people always ask me how you are.
Oh,
so,
that's good.
Yeah.
Also,
but less so about Ben. But they... I always ask about Stuart, to be fair. Busy is he?
Also, Kate messaged the family WhatsApp group. This is brilliant. You're going to love this. So my brother's wife.
Yes, not the dog.
Said, so I covered in year 2 today, and the teachers, this is brilliant, right? The teacher's way of getting the kids' attention is to say, Wendy, and they all stop and respond, can I borrow your potato peeler?
Oh.
I did not partake in this. When the teacher said, just shout Wendy, I said, that's my mother-in-law's name. He said, yes, I know. And that's how he gets all the year 2s. So if he wants them to quiet, he goes, Wendy, and all these year 2s shout, can I borrow your potato peeler? I'd love for him to record that, but I don't know if he can.
It's probably
nowadays.
a child safety nightmare.
Yeah. He's called Mr. Bell.
Mr. Bell.
Mr. Bell, the VG&DIVA.
You could probably audio record it. That might be okay.
Yeah, we'd love to hear it, Mr. Bell. He might not be able to, but what a great idea is that?
Run it past the head teacher first. But yeah, if you can audio record it, send it in.
Also, quick one on, I talked about this on air this week, so forgive me if you're VG&DIVA and a Capital listener, but I just need to put a word of warning out to waiters. I know it's a hard job.
Particularly if they're serving you.
Okay, and I was out on Sunday and it bugged me all week. I've been there, I've done it, okay, and I always tip and stuff, but waiters, if someone's telling a story, don't, right, I was doing when I got pulled up for curb crawling,
yes,
yeah, in Preston, right, I've told it a million times, right, it's my go-to story. People that are with me are rolling their eyes because they've heard it that much, and I'm out with people that didn't really know. I've got my palm in my hand telling this story, right, and I said, because basically, if you don't know, long story cut short, I got pulled up in Preston for curb crawling, suspected curb crawling, mate. I'd got a new car, it had Rock FM all outside, my name down the other side, it was pissing down rain, it had my face on the back with a windscreen wiper that went like that, right? And I just got it and I couldn't stop stalling it, and I got so worked up in middle at night I couldn't sleep, so I Googled, why is my car stalling? And it says you need to practice your biting point. So I went out in middle at night. This was
sure you'd had plenty of practice.
This was midnight, right? It's pissing down with rain, and I went out to go and practice my biting point, and out of nowhere. And I've told this story a million times. I tell it every dinner party. Always gets a laugh. Right? Out of nowhere, a copper pulls me up and says, "What are you doing, pal?" It's pissing down with rain. I went, "You what?" I went, "What are you doing, pal?" I went, "I'm practicing my clutch control." And he went, right, get out. And he's doing checks. And then I'm about to do the punchline, right, which always gets a laugh because this copper was so good, I got him on my radio show next day. About to do punchline, palm in my hand, fucking waiter comes up, any more wine for the table? And then they go, go on, George, what are you going to say? I went, well, no, he's bloody ruined it. Well, the punchline is, I said, I'm practicing with clutch control. I said, why would I make that up? And the copper said, I've just pulled a bloke up who's been looking for his dog for 2 weeks. Thank you, polite laughter. Anyway, let's just hear it.
Yeah, but in waiters' defence, they're not part of that conversation.
So right on punchline, and I'm like, right. But I know it's a difficult job. Anyway.
I'm going to talk to you more about my adventures in the Middle East another time. But when I was flying over, I was on Qatar. Your Mandy is in the safety video.
Oh, Mandy?
Yep. Briefly there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm going again in a few weeks.
As the
As a
Yemen warder?
beefeater, yeah. She's not an air hostess.
Oh,
Yes. She's there. They film a bit. They're sort of the Qatar Airways one is a bit like, you can probably find it on YouTube. They film different bits and different destinations they fly to. And the London one they do around the Tower of London.
Not many mysteries.
And these beefeaters, not lesbians, these beefeaters are walking. No, that's a tour joke. Don't worry. These beefeaters are walking. Oh, you can't clearly see Mandy's face, but she's attractively compact, like her nephew, and so she's slightly lower.
Cousin. We're cousins.
Your cousin, sorry.
What are you going on about? Am I tripping out? What are you on about?
No, but you can see her. It's clear, and you see half her
I'll
face.
I'll ask her. No, she's mates with a big Hollywood superstar.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
It's mad. Yeah. Like, they're actually mates. Right.
Anyway, so that was nice.
Yeah.
But blink and you miss it.
I need to see her, actually. I've not seen her. It's
Well,
weird. We both live in London. She's my only family member that lives in London. I never see her.
Oh, is it My Etimology?
Yeah, what is it? How
printed?
to brag about new mates? Lady Glenconner? Is that what you etiquette him on?
No, My Etimology is about St Christopher. Are you still got him around your neck?
Oh, no. It went green.
Well, clearly very expensive metal.
From ASOS, so...
Oh, okay.
I've lost my signet ring as well.
Well, that's
That's
what you were wearing that to see if you couldn't not
I know,
lose it.
and I've lost it. I lost it last night at the Attitude Award.
I've warned you about fisting.
I actually did lose it at the Attitude. I've lost my ring at the
It's
Attitude.
not Upper Wine Win Evans, is it?
Oh, I've seen Hawaiian. Lovely Hawaiian.
You're not saying his name right.
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian, I
Yeah.
am.
You said it O-Y-N.
He's heart of gold, that lad.
Yes, he is.
He's so lovely. And
He's my favourite person from Wales.
Right, come on. What's your etymology of the week then?
So, inspired by your necklace thing that you've lost, which is a St Christopher, I thought I'd tell you all about why do people wear St Christopher around their neck. And I'll tell you after these messages.
It's William, the etiquette geek. His knowledge is quite unique. He'll give you manners, a subtle tweak. It's time for William's etymology of the week. Cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha cha, cha cha cha.
Love it.
You do love
Still
that,
not
don't
used
you?
to it because it's still sort of new.
Why do we wear St Christopher then?
Well, do you know anything about him?
He was a saint
Well done, clues in the name.
called... How many saints were there? I know there's disciples I get mixed up
Yes,
with.
there are quite a lot of saints.
Go on, who was he?
Well, he was a 3rd century Christian martyr. His fame is because he once carried a child across a river. And that child then revealed himself to be Jesus Christ. Yes.
Is that so?
The name Christopher itself, if you're called Christopher, pay attention, you might know this. It comes from Greek and it means Christ bearer, because St. Christopher bore Christ. And because of this, basically, he became the patron saint of travellers. And sort of medallions, necklaces, talisman have been worn since ancient times, and the St. Christopher medallion is especially popular with travellers. However, it wasn't until the 1960s in Shock, California, that surfers adopted a St. Christopher medallion. It's a bit of a fashion statement, and it made it much more mainstream, not necessarily associated with religion. So wearing a St. Christopher medallion is meant to protect you from lightning, apparently. Would you like to give that a go?
What?
Well, we could sort of stand you in an open field during a thunderstorm and see how good St. Christopher is.
Ooh, that brandy's kicking in.
I know, it's kicking good for me. My favourite...
Makes you sleepy, brandy.
Oh, God. My favourite similar fact, you know St. Valentine's, patron saint of romance and love, is also, pop quiz thing, the patron saint of epilepsy. It's true. He's the patron saint of epileptics.
I was born on Valentine's Day.
I know. You and Valentine.
Is that brandy? Sorry.
It is, I know.
Right, that was a very good etymology this week.
Thank you. Inspired by what's round your neck.
One of your best ones. Now it's time for your questions and dilemmas. Remember, if you need our help with something, then get in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sexofmyboss.com. You can DM us. We're at sexofmyboss on the socials. Or you can write to William, who, in the fullness of time, promises a handwritten reply on one of our luxury greeting cards with executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sexofmyboss.com.
Can I say, like, if you're feeling sleepy, I've actually drunk more of my brandy and I'm feeling...
It's just, I've been up since, I don't like to mention it, but I've been up since 4:20, and that is I might start having little brandies at night.
Why don't you have a brandy at 6 a.m? I think it'll improve the quality of the show.
Oh, cheat. No, I have my coffee.
Hello.
Oh, God, no. Oh, come on. Right. What have you got for us?
Connor has been in touch. Dear William and Jordan, I'm writing to kindly request a shout out on your podcast. A shout out? It's not capital. On your podcast for a very special occasion, my wedding to my partner, Lewis. Okay. Of course, I couldn't email without presenting you with an etiquette dilemma.
Oh, God.
Here it goes first.
There'll be a 20 one there.
We all know weddings are full of etiquette rules and potential faux pas, but this one's really stumped us. Is it ever acceptable to leave your own wedding reception early because your relatives are being too much?
I don't think so. I don't think you can leave your wedding reception.
This is where we differ.
Throw them out.
Throw them out?
Kick them out.
It's not closing time.
No, get a bouncer.
You can't have a bouncer at a wedding.
Are you joking? I've been loads of weddings where there's been bouncers.
Well, you might have done, yes.
I actually don't think I have. Well, there's been security on the venue.
I had diplomatic protection at mine, but that was mainly because the Emperor of Japan was upstairs.
Was he?
Yes.
Is that what was going on?
Was minutes before the Queen's funeral. Yes. And some of the guests went, you've got a very secure wedding. I was like, of course, I want to keep you safe. Got nothing to do with...
Was your... On the day of the Queen's funeral?
It wasn't on the day. It was on the week. It was on the Friday,
yeah.
and she was on the Monday.
Yeah,
so everyone had started to arrive.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is where modern etiquette has sort of slightly changed, and weddings have changed, because traditionally a couple getting married would what is called go away. So you would normally come down the stairs, throw the bouquet if you were doing the bouquet, and then leave, get into a car, and you'd go on your honeymoon.
Which was always ridiculous. You pay all that money for people, and then you piss off on holiday. You want to stay.
But historically, you didn't pay as much. Weddings are so extortionately expensive now.
You want to stay and enjoy the night.
Whereas now, yes, probably because weddings, as Jordan says, are so extortionately expensive, you do want to stay and savour every minute. So historically, Connor and Lewis, I say you're getting married too late. Up until 10 years ago, you couldn't have got married. But you sort of should have got married 50 years ago, as it were, because then you would have been able to leave and it would have been the done thing. But it's your wedding, your party. You want to leave, you leave, go for it.
Okay.
I don't think it's wrong.
It's got a few more, hasn't he?
No, that was it.
Oh, was that it?
Yes.
I don't think you can leave early. It's one of them. There's always going to be someone. Your family can't be that bad.
But I hope you and Lewis have a lovely wedding.
Mm-hmm. Just play really crap music. Get the DJ to play really crap music.
Hi, Jordan.
Yeah. Fair point.
What's your first song?
I Predict a Riot.
Oh, God.
What's wrong with that? Gets the people going. Sets your stall
Gets the
out.
people leaving.
Sets your stall out. It says, right, let's fuck shit up. Either that or Freed from Desire.
Oh, my God.
End of the night.
All right. When was the last time you did a DJ set and got everyone going?
Maybe I should do a DJ set.
Although I apologise to everyone.
Slightly slurred there, didn't I?
It's that brandy. I
Yeah.
do apologise to everyone at my last DJ set, Thornton Rocks in Skipton.
Taunton Rocks?
Thornton.
Oh,
I had a
Thornton.
bit of a mare with her.
Why?
The
What
decks
happened?
weren't working and something was happening with me sticks.
With your what?
It's what the DJs call their USB pens. They're sticks.
Sticks. Isn't it called a flash drive?
No, it's not
No?
been called that since 1998. Yeah, I went in and put my floppy disk in.
Oh. Wasn't floppy for long. This is from Erin. Hi, Jordan, William and team. My boyfriend Matty and I have been having a disagreement lately, and I wonder if you can help. First, I need to say that we're as different as the two of you. My boyfriend is more Barber. I'm more B&M. We've been disagreeing over our new toy poodle puppy, specifically whether it's acceptable to put clothes on a dog. If I had my way, our puppy would have been a wardrobe full of fairy wings, cute jumpers, and Christmas outfits. My boyfriend is completely against this and says she should only wear a simple raincoat from an upmarket brand. What do you think about dogs wearing clothes and accessories, and how can my boyfriend and I come to a compromise? Erin.
I think it's going to cause a lot of arguments, this.
Mhm.
I quite like dogs in clothes. Wendy had so much for
Wendy's
Frank.
not a dog.
No, she had so much for Frank. He had little neckerchiefs and everything.
Of course he did.
I think it's fine. It's cool. Frank, she can't get rid
It's
of
not
him.
cool.
She's still got his boxer clothes. She can't get rid of him.
Oh,
She can't throw him out.
they don't fit on Graham.
Well, he's-
Tried that bow tie though.
Does
Not round his neck.
do your dogs have? No, just yeah.
Diego has to.
Yeah, but that's a coat. That's not like a
Oh.
Father Christmas outfit, is it? No.
I've got many a coat scars. I've got fur. I've got a puff jacket.
Mink.
I've got mink. I've got anything you need.
I would say, yeah, clothes on dogs, bit common. If I'm being honest, Erin.
I don't.
So
I
I'm
think it's
with
cute.
your boyfriend Matty.
No, you can go OTT, but it's cute, especially when people are coming round.
But also, look, this is presumably what you do when Matt is looking after the dog and you're away, whether it's at work.
Dress up.
No clothes. When you're looking after the dog and Matt is away, stick whatever you like on it.
Dress up.
As long as the dog is comfortable with it, we should say. If they're sort of trying to get it off them, then I'd take it off them.
Oh, I'm really going through a phase of missing Frank at the moment.
Oh, Jordan's just looking at the picture behind him.
Yeah.
This one is from Kat with a K. Hey, William, Jordan and EPB. My boyfriend and I went out for a curry at the weekend for a few beverages. She means drinks.
What's wrong with beverages?
Why do we have a more complicated word when the word is drink?
I fancy a beverage now.
Oh, exactly. So awful.
Little cheeky beverage now. Little beverage now.
I hate it.
I think it's good.
It's one of I would ban that word.
Scoop.
No, I would. I would absolutely ban the word beverage. There is no need to say beverage.
What do you eat more, toilet or beverage?
Beverage.
Really?
Yes. It's so pretentious. Oh, do you want a beverage? Just say a drink.
A beverage. A beverage now.
Sorry, it is the brandy.
It's,
I'm becoming a bit more.
told you, didn't I?
Mm.
We got a semi on yet. So, it's the brandy.
We'll start again. My boyfriend and I went for a curry at the weekend for a few drinks. They brought the Popadoms out with the dips as normal. I took a whole Popadom, popped it on my side plate to break it up, and used the spoon to serve the dips. My boyfriend, however, had a different take, breaking them up on the serving plate they came on and then launching into the dips. I'm not fussy and it didn't bother me at all, but what's the etiquette for enjoying Popadoms when you're out at an Indian restaurant?
Bradley did this once, a family curry, and it caused uproar. Popadoms come in, took middle, and just punched them to break them up. And he went, what? Oh, honestly. And I was like, no, I agree. You take it off and break your own
You
up.
take your own, yes.
Yeah, you do.
You might need to snap it in half if it won't fit on the plate.
But you don't break the whole ones up.
Absolutely not.
No.
No. If it's, let's say, mango chutney, the yogurt sauce, the onions, whatever you're having, they get decanted onto your side plates. It's a very similar process to butter for a piece of bread. And then again, if you, let's say you have snapped your Popadom in half into two sort of semicircles, break a bite-sized piece off, on the plate, put on whatever topping you're putting on, eat.
I love Popadom. The only thing with Popadoms is they don't last the next day. They go a bit stale, don't they?
They do. And apparently when I went to Mumbai for the first time years ago for work, I was told that a Popadom takes 72 hours to digest.
What?
Yep. So if you eat a Popadom, it's going to be inside you for 72 hours. It's an awful long time for anything to be inside you.
Do you remember that advert? Is it Victoria Beckham for the sensation Chris? Popadom, 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 Popadom.
No, that was a
Popadom,
song
bum,
on CBBS.
No,
I
it
think.
was Popadom, 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 dum dum.
I don't. Okay. So that's the etiquette of Popadoms. Great question. This dilemma is from Alba. Dear William, Jordan, EPB, and Diego, I'm in need of your expert advice on a frustrating situation involving contractors. And, of course, some good old-fashioned etiquette. 2 weeks ago, I made a claim through my insurance company for water damage to my property. Since then, the contractor assigned to handle the repairs has been trying to reach me. The problem is I work a 9-to-5 job with back-to-back calls, so I can't answer my personal phone during work hours. The lovely contractor left me a voicemail asking me to call back, which I did as soon as I was free at 5:04 p.m, but they'd already closed for the day, so I left a voicemail. The next day, the same thing happened. It's becoming a bit of a frustrating loop of voicemails and missed calls. How can I break this cycle and actually get in touch with them? I've even tried texting, but the message bounced back. Well, there's nothing else going on in Alba's life, is there? If that's the most important question that they're sending in.
Hey, it's not worse. I've had water damage before.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not.
And you want to get it sorted.
You do want to get it sorted, but Albert, you have a lunch break. Could you phone them then? Potentially. I mean,
How
back-to-back
busy
calls. What are you doing?
Maybe she works in a call centre.
Maybe she's the one on 118.
Because having worked in a call centre before,
Yes, I did know this.
I can tell you that is the only. Well, it's like a Victorian workhouse working in call centres. Honestly, you can't. You have to ask for permission to go for a pee.
Oh dear.
And you can't it's the only job I can think of where you probably, because even in the office you can take a personal call if it's only 5-10 minutes.
What sort of call centre was it you worked in?
I sold kitchens. I worked in a telesales. I worked at post office call centre.
The post office?
Well, to be fair, I was more of a cleaner there.
Well, then that's
Didn't
not... Okay.
answer the phone, but I've seen what went on. And I've worked... Well,
what went on? What, you want a whistleblower?
I've seen another call. I worked in another call centre. Yeah. Where was the other one? I've worked in a few.
Really?
Yeah.
What year was this? Not 2 years ago? When was this?
What, when I worked in a call centre? 2011, 10.
Oh, so just before
no.
we met? No.
Yeah, no, probably 8, 9.
So pre-5 Live?
Yeah, no, probably 6, 7 actually. 2006, 7 when I was... Yeah, I've done a few.
You were 6 or 7 and working in a call centre?
2006, 7. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Did you enjoy it?
No,
No.
can't say I did. But fair
I'd
play.
quite like to work in a call centre. I think I'd be great in customer service. I think...
Okay, we'll get you in a call centre.
Should we do some role play? You phone up with a consumer problem. This is becoming Jonathan's show, but you phone up with a consumer problem.
Okay. What
Fine.
company do you want to thing?
Well, you've got to tell me what's the topic.
I know.
Okay.
Ring.
Well, yeah, but what company? Are you?
Clone-A-Willy.
Oh, for God's sake. Good morning, Clone-A-Willy.
Oh, hi there. I'm just calling regarding your product.
Yes, is it Clone-A-Willy or Clone-A-Pussy? We have two.
It's
We do. I'm not joking.
it's Clone-A-Willy.
Oh, right. Okay. How may I help?
Yeah, so I used the Clone-A-Willy a couple of weeks ago.
Right. On yourself or on another one?
On myself, yeah.
Okay.
I thought it'd be a nice surprise for my partner.
Mm.
It's a couple of weeks ago. The only problem is
Yes.
it's still stuck to my dick.
Okay, if I can just take some details.
Sure.
May I take your name?
It's Jordan North.
Jordan North.
Are these calls confidential, by the way?
All calls are being recorded for training and monitoring purposes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But they are just for training and monitoring purposes.
Yes, we'll have a good laugh.
Sorry,
but
yeah.
they're for training and
My
monitoring.
name's Gordon South.
Gordon South. Okay, and where did you buy the product?
I bought it online.
Okay, you bought it online.
Yeah.
So actually, your contract is with the retailer, not
No,
with
but the
us.
thing is, I'm really unhappy with the product. I've had to stab a piss hole in it, and it's been stuck to me, and it's very uncomfortable. And
Did you read the instructions, Mr. South?
yeah, we did say an erect penis or semi.
Right. Well, I'm afraid it is your own fault.
Yeah, but
So
what?
stop wasting our
What?
time.
Can I send you a picture? 'Cause
I
it's-
don't know. We can't. We don't accept.
Can I at least
pictures.
get my money back?
Your point of contract is with the retailer and not with the manufacturer.
How can I get this Clone-A-Willy that's stuck on my penis off, please? It's been 2 weeks now. It's getting a bit. It's like when you take a cast off.
Have you tried Vaseline?
I've tried everything: Vaseline, salty water, Swarfiga, you name it.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to come round with an axe.
Okay, that'd be great. But I just want my money back, most importantly.
Contract is with the retailer, not with the manufacturer.
Sorry, vibrates sometimes as well, so it's really annoying.
Thank you, Mr. South.
Thanks.
If you just want to stay on the line, you'll be given a few questions to answer as a survey. And if you could rate how I did, thank you so much for calling Clone-A-Willy.
Put phone down. Never do that.
I think it'd be marvellous.
You were actually.
Thank you so
You were
much.
very good. You were very good. Okay, any more for any more?
Yes, finally, it's an anonymous dilemma.
Oh.
Dear William Jordan EPP, I have been on a few dates with a guy I really liked, and one weekend we planned to meet up after a night out and head back to his place. Everything went smoothly, and after grabbing a kebab, we went back to his flat, where he invited me to stay over.
I've not had a kebab for fucking ages.
He mentioned
Can't get a decent kebab down here, can you? After a night out back home, there's about 4 kebab shops open. Oh, just what a juicy kebab. Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
He mentioned he'd been leaving early for a football match and told me to let myself out whenever. How hospitable. The next morning, after he left, I went to the bathroom and realised my number 2 wouldn't flush in his old tenement system.
Tenement? What's
I think it's like sort of old plumbing.
that?
Panicking, I scooped it into the kebab box, planning to bin it outside. Just as I got ready, my taxi arrived, honking outside. In my rush, I accidentally left the kebab box on his coffee table and locked myself out. I never heard from him again. So, what's the best thing to do when a toilet, they mean lavatory, won't flush?
Well, I think you did the right thing, but you forgot.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you just want to just say that again?
No, I think he did the right thing, but you forgot. I thought that was very clever, but you forgot. He must think you're so weird. But you forgot to take the kebab box with you. Because I know someone that's done it with a carrier bag before.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Look, I've never been in this situation and I hope never to be. Probably just left it in the loo.
Really?
If it won't flush, it won't
Well,
flush.
I agree. It's probably better in the
I
loo
wouldn't
than a
scoop
kebab.
it out and stick it in anything.
In a kebab box on a coffee table, I would have left it in.
It's very odd.
Or use a wire coat hanger or something.
I really am not going to answer this question beyond what I've already done. Thank you for your questions and dilemmas, G&Divas.
Remember, you can listen and watch every Tuesday. Oh, my stomach's churning now. Remember, you
Fancy a kebab?
No, I don't actually.
You said you fancied one.
Oh, no, I don't now. Remember, you can listen and watch every Tuesday and Friday. And on the next episode,
yes,
we are going to be telling you about my face on the Help I Sexted My Boss book. We've never talked about this publicly.
I don't think we did. Well, we did on stage, but we haven't done it on the podcast. We will do it on Friday. We'll see you then.